She gave her dad a hug after Christmas dinner, kissed his cheek, and said, "You're the best gift I've ever had." She meant it. For 29 years, he'd been her world, her protector, her guide, her rock. So when she sent off that fun little DNA kit, it wasn't because she was looking for secrets. She just wanted to know if she had Irish roots, maybe trace her grandmother's freckles, maybe find distant cousins she could laugh with on Zoom. What came back wasn't Irish. Wasn't even close. It wasn't just the percentages that felt wrong. It was the name that appeared on her family tree. A name she'd never heard. And right under it, a message. "Hi. I think we might be siblings. I just found out last year. My mom used Dr. C for fertility treatments." That was the moment her heart split. Because Dr. C was her father. Or at least, the man she thought was. And the man who actually was? He'd been using his own sperm. For decades. Without ever telling a single soul. And now? The secret was leaking out. One DNA test at a time. It started quietly. A strange email. Then another. Then a name she didn't recognize showing up in a Facebook friend request. Each one saying the same thing, "I think we're related." She laughed at first. How could this be real? A mistake, surely. Maybe the kit was wrong. But as she dug deeper, and matched up timelines, something terrifying became clear. This wasn't a glitch. She had siblings. Many. Too many. And none of them had been told the truth. Their mothers had gone to Dr. C for help conceiving. A trusted man in a white coat. He promised them carefully screened donors. Options. Consent. Instead, he used himself. Over. And over. And over again. Sometimes on the same day. Sometimes in the same building, just rooms apart. She called her mother. There was a silence on the other end of the line that felt like a dam breaking. Her mom whispered, "That can't be. He promised me, he promised." And then she started to cry. What do you do when your own origin is a lie? When your father is both someone you trusted, and someone who violated that trust in the most intimate, calculated way? She wasn't alone. More names started to surface. A private Facebook group formed. One turned into 5. 5 into 15. Then 30. Each one with their own story. All connected by the same man. And as she began to piece together the truth, she realized something even darker. He hadn't just lied to their mothers. He hadn't just betrayed the ethics of medicine. He'd built a hidden empire of secrets. One he never thought would be uncovered. But now, with DNA tests so common, the walls were caving in. She scoured old photos, stared into the eyes of these half-strangers and saw fragments of herself, cheekbones, the same tilt of the nose, a shared nervous laugh. It was surreal. Her identity felt like a house of cards caught in a storm. One sibling had tracked down a woman who worked at the clinic years ago. The woman was hesitant at first, but eventually confessed to noticing something odd back then, how often Dr. C stepped in when no other donor was available. The group decided they needed answers. Not just for themselves, but for their children. What health risks had they inherited? What lies had their parents lived under? One of them filed a complaint with the medical board. Another contacted a reporter. The dominoes began to fall. And the man who once held their futures in his hands? He was about to lose everything. Because the children he secretly created were finally coming together. And they weren't staying silent. If you found this story as shocking as we did, make sure to click that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Part 2 is coming soon, and trust me, it gets even darker.